Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Sunday Morning Mindful Practice and welcome 2022. It's pretty amazing that here we are again, the beginning of a new year after 2 years now almost of this pandemic and life being very full of uncertainty and changes. Probably some of the most amount of change that most of us have lived through in our lifetime. And yet here we are at the beginning of another year, which doesn't really necessarily mean anything. It's kind of this arbitrary point in time. And yet, like the beginning of a school year or other points in time, sometimes birthdays, seem to be this renewal, this period of renewal, like we get a clean slate or we get to start over again. And I think we can and should take advantage of any and all of those opportunities that present themselves to us in that way. Any opportunity to reflect, and then to kind of give ourselves the courage, perhaps, or the energy in which to move forward in a new way, in which to create something for ourselves and in our lives that's a little different, that allows us to go inward and maybe contemplate where we want to be in our lives, where we thought we would be versus where we are, celebrate the progress and the wins, and not to beat ourselves up if we're not in the place that we thought we should be, the shoulds, but instead kind of think about what maybe needs to change or alter or be transformed in our own lives in order for us to move forward to realize that dream. This past week, I've very much enjoyed a week off from everything. And especially over the last few days, having conversations with my partner about life and about kind of the next year or the next few years for us and what that looks like. And having this conversation around, the misinterpretation, perhaps, if you will, that people have of manifesting, which is a thing that we talk about a lot these days. You hear and see all the memes of you just have to be in the right alignment and the right frequency. And although I understand that's part of it, perhaps, it is certainly not everything. In fact, the hardest part about manifesting is allowing yourself to take action that brings it about, because there is this cause and effect reality, right? It's in the thing that we do that bring about the effect, the change, the situation. The people that have been successful that might be around you have done the things that got them there. It didn't just miraculously appear one day. I mean, perhaps somebody who was fortunate enough to win the lottery, but most people don't operate in that way. We operate from challenging our own limiting beliefs, our own kind of creations of reality and perspective, and shifting out of that, expanding, really what I want to say, expanding our own heart space, right? So it's not about necessarily throwing out the old and moving into something new, but instead of expanding outwards our own perspective, possibility to encompass, right, more than what we are currently doing. So the limiting belief is keeping us small. So how do we break out of that and to create something new? Throughout this whole year, 2022, we were going to be exploring the idea of self-care. And I use the word idea because I think it's going to be about really challenging perhaps some of those ideas that we have, but also about expanding our own idea of self-care from the bubble baths and candles and taking a moment to relax once a week to really challenging what does it mean to care for oneself in the world that we're living in today, which can be very challenging. when we are competing against multiple priorities in our lives. And so that's going to be this very all-encompassing conversation in many forums, in many different ways, covering multitude of modalities and concepts from how we think about things, but how do we care for our body? How do we care in relationship to others and to our community at large? Because community care is part of self-care as well. And so we are encouraging everyone to start to participate. We have an open community. It is free. It will be free for anyone and all people to participate, to really start to engaging in these conversations around what do these practices look like? How can we start to learn more about ourselves so that we can learn how to take care of ourselves, and in taking care of ourselves, we can take care of others and the world around us. The me to we to us. And this will be a theme that you will hear throughout many of the conversations that we have at Mindful Healing Space over this coming year. We have a couple of wonderful people that will be joining us, and you will be introduced to them perhaps in different ways and shapes and forms. So I encourage you to participate in the community. The community space will have many things, meditations, practices, for sure. In the Sunday morning meditation practices, which I hope will continue throughout the whole year, there may be a few weeks that I will be taking off, but for the most part, this will be a continued practice. It will be then posted as it has been on YouTube for anybody who wants to subscribe and participate in this evolution of practice. And so this season, so I'm going to be breaking them up by season. So the winter season, January, February, March, to spring, I was going to say spring solstice, the equinox. We are, or this spring, oh my goodness. The springtime, March 20th around, we'll be shifting focus and themes then, but for now we're in the winter season and we're talking about the art of rest. The art of rest. And why did I combine these two things? Part of it is this beginning exploration of self-care. And so when we think about rest, rest is very much this, any practice that helps us relax, right? So it's calming the nervous system. It's giving us opportunities to refresh, to restore our energy, which is an ongoing things. You know, we have three main resources. We have time, we have money, and we have energy. And so how are we expending those resources and how are we replenishing them? And rest is part of the way that we replenish at least our energy. And the second part of this is art. And so what is art but a means by which we express ourselves creatively? It's by using our imagination, you know, but it's very much an inward journey first. When we think of creative expression, you know, it's coming from the in out, right? So our inner experience coming out. And is that not what we've been trying to do? Is this inward journey, especially in the winter, of going inward and really sitting with what is within us, our inner world, restoring our energy, but also then learning new ways, imaginative ways, perhaps, that we can really do that fits into our life in the way that we have to live as humans in this world today. And so this month, we're going to be practicing loving kindness meditations. Why did I pick loving kindness meditations? Well, a few reasons. One is they are by far one of my most favorite ways to meditate. It's a beautiful practice. Metta, or loving kindness meditations, are really helpful in generating healing. And also this idea of connecting to oneself, it's beginning, then to someone else, and then to the world at large. So it's really, yet again, this confirmation of taking care of self, of providing that love and the kindness and the healing energy to oneself first, then generating it to someone else or to a group of people who are closest to you, and then beyond to the world or to your community, city, to this wider audience of community. And so it really is this beginning stage, if you will, of how do we care for self first, then to others, then to the world. This will be, again, this repeated theme. So loving kindness meditations are a beautiful practice to remind us yet again that it's imperative that we care for ourselves, that we act with kindness, that we act with compassion. Next month in February, we'll be talking all about self-compassion and moving through different practices related to self-compassion. This month, we'll be moving through a probably, I'm not going to say a traditional, but or a classic, because we won't be, but it'll be more of a traditional loving kindness meditation 3 times at least this month. And then there'll be a couple of practices where we do more of a spin, if you will, on the idea of a loving kindness meditation with mantra. So we'll have a few different practices. And as always, practices will be about 15 minutes, 20 minutes long. I will probably talk less in the coming ones, but of course I wanted to set up this year, this season, and then this month for you. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you listening and for joining me here on Sundays or whenever you might be watching this. So let's begin. So some beginning, let's go back to the beginning, because we're here at the beginning of a new year. So let's kind of establish some practices, that are supportive. So when we meditate, unlike yoga nidra, which is done laying down, this practice, any meditation practice, is done seated. So I'm actually on the floor today on my meditation cushion in my meditation and workout space. I did some yoga and some movement before I came on this morning. I encourage all of you to kind of move your body a few minutes before you come into this practice, right? Even taking some movements now, moving the shoulders, moving the legs, opening the hips in particular, because we're going to be seated. So you do not have to be on the floor. Of course, you can take a chair, which I did have right here, but I realized I moved it before I began. You can sit in a chair, no problem. Whatever, or on a sofa, a more sturdy chair works usually better. We want you to be comfortable, right? Easy pose. We want to be in easy pose. What does that mean? It means that the body can sit with ease. Ease, this beautiful word, ease. I know some of you have been working with this word, ease. What does that mean? Well, it means that there isn't these places of discomfort in our bodies, right? That we can sit with ease for some amount of time. We want a strong back. What does that mean? Does it mean stiff, right? It just means that we have a neutral spine from the base of our tailbone all the way up. So it should be pretty straight. I mean, obviously not rigid straight, but strong. So our spine is strong to actually hold us. Your shoulders are down, our belly is soft. So we have a soft front and a strong back to support us. So as with any meditations, make a decision now before you begin whether you're going to move or not move. Why do I say that? Because sometimes you're like, well, should I move? Should I not move? Like, what should I do? That's feeling kind of uncomfortable. And so you can start a dialogue and move through that in your own mind often in it. So if you make the decision ahead of time that if there's something that becomes uncomfortable, are you going to move or not? So if you have pain or severe discomfort, move. Adjust, do what you need to do. But if it's just like, ugh, that's kind of uncomfortable, can you sit with that? Because that is another practice of learning how to sit with something that feels a little uncomfortable. But actually, as you allow it, it can move through. You can move through the experience and get to the other side of it. So lots of lessons that are attributable to other aspects of our life off the cushion, off the mat, as we say in yoga. So come to a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you today. And I just want you to, you have two options here. You have many options, but all is an invitation. You can do whatever you like. To close your eyes, or if you want to keep your eyes open, if it really doesn't feel comfortable for you, wherever the space may be that you're at, whatever the reasons, maybe just closing eyes about 9/10 shut. So they're still somewhat open, but lowering your gaze, finding a spot, perhaps on the floor in front of you, but definitely away from this screen. We don't want to be looking at the screen because it can be very distracting. And so whatever you choose to do, doing that now with your eyes, and allow your attention to move away from the external, from the screen, from the room that you're in, and allow it to move inward. Starting to notice perhaps any points that in your body that have some discomfort right now, that where you need to shift your body, please do so. And taking 2 or 3 long, deep breaths. Allowing the inhale and exhale to be through your nose. And entering first in your chest, rib cage, belly. So these are the 3-part breath: upper chest, middle chest, belly. And then on the exhale, we go from belly, chest, upper chest, collarbone. And just allowing yourself as you breathe to settle, to start to give some of your weight over to the seat. Feeling your body expand with each inhale and relax with each exhale. Inhaling, expanding, surrendering with each exhale. So for a few moments, feel or imagine the breath moving through the center of chest in the area of your heart. Wherever that may be for you in your chest, just perhaps even taking your hand to your chest. Noticing the rise and the fall, the giving, the receiving. As we move through this meditation, your hands can be on your thighs. It's morning, so raising your palms up. You can have one hand on your lower belly and one hand on your heart space. You can also have your hands tucked together in the middle. Whatever feels most comfortable for you this morning, whenever you're watching this. I begin this loving kindness meditation as taught to me by one of my teachers. In your mind's eye, as far as your mind can see, there's a point of light. And that point of light is an orb of light, and it's going to gently, gently move towards you. The closer it comes, the more aware you are that this is a sun, a beautiful sun. And it's going to come and hover about 21 feet above you, your head. Just imagining this absolutely beautiful, dynamic, beautiful, brilliant sun. Just above your head, 21 feet. This is life force itself. Prana, creative energy, healing energy. And just allow yourself in these few moments as you take some more breaths, just to bask in the energy of that sun. As you feel into this beautiful radiant energy coming down through your crown of your head into your body, allow yourself to also feel rooted and grounded in your feet, your legs, into the beautiful energy of the earth. The earth that is supporting your body. Feeling your body in the chair and feet are the floor, and the earth supporting the floor. The earth supporting it all of us, grounding us, supporting us, giving gratitude. As we begin this loving kindness meditation, we begin with ourselves. If it is helpful, imagine a part of you sitting in front of you. So whether that's the you of today sitting in front of you, or perhaps a younger version of yourself, or perhaps an older version of yourself, whatever that might be for you today, whatever you're called to. Sometimes having that mental picture is more helpful. Sitting quietly, mentally repeat slowly and steadily the following phrases. You're welcome to say them out loud or to yourself. It really doesn't matter. Allowing yourself to feel the words and phrases, the intention behind each one as you express them to yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free of suffering. May I be free of mental anxiety. May I live in peace. May my life be blessed with ease. Breathing in and allowing yourself to really feel in again this notion of loving kindness towards self. Sinking into the intention behind each phrase. Repeating once again, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free of suffering. May I be free of mental anxiety. May I live in peace. May my life be blessed with ease. And one final time to self, really imagining yourself feeling into the intention with loving kindness. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free of suffering. May I be free of mental anxiety. May I live in peace. May my life be blessed with ease. So now I want you to imagine either someone you love, a group of people that you love, those perhaps you are in harmony or disharmony with at this moment in time. Allow yourself to feel and continue to feel that warmth and friendliness and love in your body and mind, connecting to them, allowing them to grow as you repeat the phrases, and sending it out from your own heart space to this person or group of people that are in front of you. So imagining that person, group of people who are closest to you, someone who you deeply care for. Whether you're in harmony or disharmony with them right now. And repeat, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of suffering. May you be free of mental anxiety. May you live in peace. May your life be blessed with ease. Allowing yourself again to really feel into the meaning, the heartfelt meaning, the intention behind these phrases. Feeling your heart space with that loving kindness and allowing it like the orb of light above your head to radiate down through your own heart space out to this loved one. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of suffering. May you be free of mental anxiety. May you live in peace. May your life be blessed with ease. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of suffering. May you be free of mental anxiety. May you live in peace. May your life be blessed with ease. Allowing that to sink in, sinking into that heartfelt intention. I want you now to imagine that this is now going out to a wider group of people, the us, which includes you, which includes me. So this could be a community, it could be a city, it could be a province, your country, or it could be the whole world, all sentient life. So whatever feels comfortable for you today, or attainable, if you will, in your own mind of who you want to radiate this out to. Imagine this right now as we repeat, may we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be free of suffering. May we be free of mental anxiety. May we live in peace. May our lives be blessed with ease. Allowing yourself once again to really feel into the loving kindness, the intention behind these words. Feeling this beautiful radiant sun above us, radiating warm, healing prana, life force energy down through our crown into our heart space, filling our heart space with loving kindness, with healing energy that we radiate then out to their community, city, world, all sentient life. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be free of suffering. May we be free of mental anxiety. May we live in peace. May our lives be blessed with ease. Inhaling through the nose, feeling it fill your belly, and exhaling slowly. Bringing our full attention into our heart space. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be free of suffering. May we be free of mental anxiety. May we live in peace. May our lives be blessed with ease. Giving thanks to yourself for taking the time to do this meditation as an act of self-care, as an act of learning and growing, connecting to your own heart space, to your body, and what it needs. I thank you. And I hope to see you next week as we continue our journey into loving kindness to this theme. And certainly I invite you again to our community. The doors are open and you are welcome. Have a wonderful rest of your day.